Hey guys, so this is a little bit out of the schedule, but I got news about something that was pretty disturbing a couple of hours ago, and I figured I should just share this quick information with you because we're getting really close to the Thanksgiving holiday, and there are a few misunderstandings that a lot of us have when it comes to food safety, and I think that some of those misunderstandings definitely need to be sorted out before we end up hurting ourselves by eating raw meat. So some of you may have heard there was news that just recently came out that Jenny O Turkey, they're a big manufacturer for turkey products. They ended up having to put out a recall of over 90,000 pounds of turkey because it was linked to a lot of outbreaks of salmonella. At least one person has died, unfortunately, from this outbreak, and over 100 people have been declared sick, and possibly more to come. So I thought about something that I think a lot of us don't really know very clearly when it comes to handling raw meat. I know especially for me, even in my family, in the African American community, when I've spoken with other individuals about how they handle raw meat, there's definitely a few things that we might be doing wrong, and I just want to make sure that you guys are well informed. So definitely one thing, I'm sure we all know, wash your hands, right? So definitely wash your hands at least for 20 seconds with warm soapy water before you handle any raw food, and definitely after. Okay, so that's one. A big thing that I think a lot of us make a mistake at is washing your raw meat. So I used to do that. I washed my meat. I would wash it with like white vinegar or lemon juice or something like that, and that is actually not what you need to do. It might in fact really hurt you because what you're doing when you wash raw meat is you end up splashing a lot of that bacteria onto your sinks, onto your countertop, onto utensils that are nearby, and you don't end up washing those materials, and that's actually a lot of times how you end up contracting one of these bacterial infections. So do not wash your meat. The best way actually for you to combat and not have to deal with an infection due to raw meat is cook your meat thoroughly. So any raw meat you should be cooking to at least a temp of 145 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. And when it comes to turkey coming up in Thanksgiving, I don't believe anyone eats raw turkey. So you should be cooking that to at least an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. And the only way you can really know that is with the meat thermometer. So if you haven't invested in a meat thermometer, you can even get one at the dollar store. Please get one because it really could save your life. So don't wash your meat, please. It could really hurt you, and it's not helping you at all. I know some people even like soak their meat in salt water to extract the salt out of their meat or something like that. So from my understanding, that does not work, but I know that from a food safety perspective, it's not helpful to wash your meat in salt water or to soak it in salt water. So just cook your meat thoroughly, use a food thermometer, thaw your meat the way that it should be thawed. So you should be thawing in the fridge. If you're thawing it, it should be 24 hours for every 4 to 5 pounds of turkey you're going to be thawing. So just those quick tips for you guys as we're coming close to the holiday. I heard that news and just that big thing, especially about washing raw meat, that I think you guys should be aware of. So we're not caught with any horrible infections. So you can enjoy your turkey. Enjoy all of the fun things that are to come in this upcoming holiday. All right, take care, guys. I'll talk to you later.